this is Terri Conrad with Bloom True, and we are creating with some Computer Grafix clear adhesive backed film. And I am smitten with this product. You can create graphics like I have here. This is all hand illustrated, handwritten via my iPad and Procreate, and then I brought it into Photoshop and created these templates for you to use to create this really fun Valentine project. It's approximately 4.5 inches, and I printed it on cardstock. And this is going to be the template to cut your computer graphics with after you print it. And when you print, you want to set your printing to a borderless print, 8.5 by 11 borderless print. And I set mine to photo. And just read the instructions on the clear adhesive film to ensure that you are putting it into the printer in the correct way. And what we're going to do is create 4 abstract watercolors, and then 3 or 4. And then with your printed film, this one's printed on cardstock. Just as an example, I'm letting my film dry right now. You'll lay your film on your watercolor once it's fully dry and decide where you want to cut. So let's go ahead and do that. I think it's dry now and ready to be trimmed. Okay, so while your printed film is drying and you need to give a solid 10 minutes. I know it's sometimes hard. We get eager and we want to begin working with our product, but it's really important that you give it a minimum of 10 minutes to dry. And while that's happening, I am going to kind of guide you through creating an abstract watercolor. I was initially inspired by this little piece of watercolor paper that I had that I was just kind of laying down color with to see what it looked like. So that was my inspiration. So I've got my sheets right here, and I think I'll set this one aside. And I'm going to lay 2 right next to each other so that I can paint them simultaneously. And remember, we're going to be printing our computer graphics with black lettering, and that will serve kind of as an overlay for the Valentines that we're creating. Let's soften up that edge a little. Ooh, look at this. Look how that's moving around in there. I like that. Okay, let's come back with a little more of this pink. Boy, I love that color. Bright, 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 and pretty. Ooh, look at that. How fun. Fun, fun, fun. Go ahead and splash. It's like being a little kid with rain boots on, splashing in puddles. I might be done. When these are dry, we'll come in with some mark making. And I think I'm going to start over here. All right, our next step is with this fun Computer Grafix clear adhesive backed film. It comes packaged like this, and there's several sheets in it. How many are in there? 6. There's 6 sheets in here, and they're 8.5 by 11. And I've printed on the film, and so this is backed with white, and I think what I'm gonna do, I'll cut the first one out, Hello Love, and we'll begin laying it over the watercolor to see where we want placement. And I'm going to cut right along the black outline and use that as my guide. So I just use my nails to peel away the white backing. You can also use a sharp tool. Just be careful. Don't pinch yourself. Okay, so I'm going to peel this away and begin laying it over places where I think I might want to. Oh, that looks fun and interesting. And just make sure that your film is not over the edge of your paper. So I'm going to take just this one, and it's right on the edge. And then affix it to your watercolor. And now you'll come in and just trim. And I'm using the reflection of the light. I don't know if you can see this well enough on camera, but I'm using the reflection of the light on the film to show me where my cut line is, because I want the watercolor paper to be fully behind the film. Oh, how sweet is that? Look at that. That is so cool. Okay, so now, look, you've got all this extra fun paper to play with, to journal with, to create with. I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to get my Crop-A-Dile. I actually don't use this very often, but this is the perfect opportunity for it. So we've created abstract watercolor. We printed and trimmed some hand lettering onto the film, the graphic arts film, and now we're going to punch a hole. I think I like the bigger one a little better. So I'm just going to draw this in and punch a hole. I want to make sure I'm in far enough. There we go. And put our little ring in there. Put it down here, place it here, and whoops, and press, and that will affix it to the heart. Let me try that again. There we go. Let's get some ribbon. So I grabbed some jute, and what I'm going to do is double up this length, tie a knot. Well, actually, wait a minute. Okay, so go ahead and double up your string or your ribbon. And then we're going to draw this through. And take the open end of your string or ribbon and draw it through the loop. And that will give you the hanging part on your heart. And then what you can do, create another knot, and you can hang this How sweet is that? I like that. Let's do another one. So here I've got the little doodle floral piece, and I love these. And again, let's see where and how I want to place this for interest. That's kind of fun. Okay. Gosh, I love working with this. It is so fun because I always like creating layers in my art, and being able, one, to print on this film, and then two, to include it in my art making allows for me to add more interest and more layers. It's a transparent layer, and you're only going to see what you printed on it and then what you're applying it to. So now let's cut this one out. Okay, so off camera I finished trimming this and I popped the eyelet in it. And look how sweet that is. You can see all the doodle art on the top layer and your fun watercolor in the background. And if you turn it over, you can write a message to whoever you're sending this to. I'm going to draw this string through. And where did I put my scissors? There. We have our little watercolor Valentines. And I keep these chipboard mailers on hand to mail things little pieces of art, cards that I don't want getting bent. And something like this would be perfect to mail these in. You can hang them from a desk drawer. You could create a banner and hang them over a desk area or something. There you go. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, it's the clear adhesive backed film. I printed some graphic images on it that I created in Procreate and used Photoshop to finish. So I printed that on the clear adhesive backed film and cut it to size to fit the abstract watercolors. And now we've got some fun Valentines or a little get well gift to send to someone. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks so much for joining me today. And be sure to hit that subscribe button and follow Graphics Arts. Thanks so much. Bye.